Testing. All right, Myrna leading our list today. NIO. Morning, Rob. If you guys want a dip buy on Tesla, you've got another one. UAL. All right, nice little consolidation. How are we doing so far? We're almost 5 minutes in. That volume's not very good. Morning, R. Pete. So yeah, dip buy on Tesla if you guys are looking for it. You can see here moving yesterday, they announced they're doing a $5 billion sale. When was their last sale? When was their last sale? September 1st. Sheesh. It was September 1st. So that's when they sold 5 billion worth of shares. Whoops. Yeah, I want to. So that's funny. Yeah, it was. It was actually right at the split date. So I don't know if that drop was a culmination of both the sell the news by general traders and them selling 5 billion, but yeah, this really could cap stuff here. Going back to 350. Just reading the article here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they I don't know. But yeah, that's when it was. They said they on the 8th they said it was completed. So there's the first and there's the 8th. If you think about it, $5 billion is about the cost of a gigafactory. And so since September, which was only 3 months ago, they've essentially, well, they're going to be raising up to two gigafactories. Not really for free, but kind of for free. XPEV leading the pack today. NIO solo. Myrna Planetar. Pretty good. All right, so Tesla bouncing back. So this is different because this is in the middle of a big bull run, and the S&P inclusion is on the 21st, which is like 2 weeks away. Yeah, just under 2 weeks away. So I'm not sure if this is gonna cap. This is gonna cap it, or see the other thing I was reading an article. They said that um, They have it listed with 8 or 10 different brokerages. He's closing in on Bezos. Jeez, really? Good God, man. What's that about? Let's read that. Musk is at 155, Bezos at 185. And he hasn't even gotten his next tranches of his shares yet. We knew he'd be the world's richest, but not so soon. Crazy. All right, so your dip buy is almost gone. Very interesting here. I mean, they're eating up the shares. 5 billion. I mean, that's quite a bit. So that's what, 10,000 shares. If my zero adding is incorrect, which it probably is. Let's do math. 5 billion. Yeah, it's more than that. Divided by 635 is 7.8 million shares. And we average on any given day 39 million shares. So the market should be able to gobble that up in a relatively short period of time. So it's kind of a non-issue. It's like less than 1% of the net worth of the business, which is crazy. But we'll see. We'll see how aggressively they do it and if other people use this as a selling opportunity. All right, let's get some of these smaller EVs are moving today. Hey, good morning, Mohammed. MP, I don't know which one is that. I don't know. That's pretty intriguing, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't spark any major memories. Pretty good moves. Green mining materials. Well, they're growing. 41 million over 29 million year over year is good. Rare earth mining. MP Materials is the only rare earth mining company of scale in the U.S. and the Western Hemisphere, the CEO said. China controls 80% of the industry, with MP Materials holding 15% market share. So they're most of everything outside of China, which is pretty good. New deal signed with the Department of Defense, which includes a financial reward to help with phase two. So yeah, they're trying to get out of the supply chain basically built in China. No idea, Rob. I don't know, buddy. So it looks like they're bringing up some of the smalls. I bet you the Russell's up again. Okay, not too bad for the Russell. EXPI, UAL, Zoom. What's not working today? Space down after Blockbuster yesterday. AQB also down some. Okay. Just hitting yesterday's lows there. Space with a great day yesterday. Ton of volume on the sell off today. Coop, Donkey Kong, GBTC, Tesla, Peloton, Nvidia. Morning, Ellie. Waiting on Nvidia. This one's looking like it's flattening out pretty nicely. Uber, Starbucks. So yeah, today's an inverse day. Everything that was down yesterday is up today, except for NIO. That was up yesterday too. I don't know about Myrna, but Net's still doing good. They're not selling Net. They're still accumulating that bad boy. So it's backwardation day. I knew yesterday was too good. Started feeling smart again. Something's wrong when I start to feel smart. So Pfizer, PZR, never remember their damn name. PFE, there it is. So they're still getting bought up. They said that they're not going to be doing a bunch of vaccines for the U.S. until June because apparently Trump didn't buy them. What the fuck, man? Oh, he didn't buy more of the vaccine, so they sold to like Britain or something. That's the article I read. Fuck, man, it's bullshit. I don't I don't know. I read an article last night and it said that they weren't you know what? I didn't dive into it deeply, Ellie. I just read the article and it said that it wasn't on here. I probably won't be able to find it again. Um, they said that they were funded for one thing but not for another thing and it wasn't for I don't know, it wasn't for something. And it sounded to me like they weren't funded for the actual trials or whatever. And then they said that they bought some vaccine, but they opted out of the additional vaccines or something like that. So they ended up selling them to other countries. Yeah. So let's look at Pfizer. Nah, I don't think it was fake. It didn't read like fake news to me. Pfizer um, funding for COVID. July, November, July. Pfizer gets 1.95 to produce coronavirus vaccine by year's end. Two pharmaceutical companies announced a nearly $2 billion contract for 600 million doses of the vaccine, with the first 100 million promised before the end of the year. So the thing about the 100 million doses, it's a two-dose vaccine, so that's 50 million people. 2 billion with Pfizer and Germany contract biotech company, whatever. So there was a big contract for Pfizer. So they got this one, but according to that article I read, they didn't do the. There was another contract after that. Federal government would obtain a first batch for $20 a dose with the rights to acquire 500 million more. Okay, so U.S. declines Pfizer. I'm still spelling that wrong. Here's one from the. Here's one. HuffPost. Trump administration declined summer offer to buy more of Pfizer's vaccine. Decline an offer from Pfizer to buy more doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. This was yesterday. I don't think this was the article. This wasn't the article I read. Monday, Pfizer offered to sell U.S. government more of its promising vaccine candidate developed with a partnership with the German company BioNTech. U.S. agreed to buy 100 million doses, which is for 50 million people, in July, but the vaccine takes 2 injections, enough for 50 million. Pfizer has since struck deals with countries UK, Australia. Times out of the company may not be able to provide U.S. with further vaccine. It already promised due to its commitments with other nations. ABC later confirmed the report, citing a senior administration official familiar with the talks. But it was like June or July. Oh. White House says it's not true. So, tit for tat, I guess. Accused Pfizer of attempting to negotiate in public. Well, that'd be pretty shitty if that's the case. Well, I guess who do you believe? Doesn't matter. All I know is they got 50 million, and that's about it. Well, good point. You're not believing Big Pharma. You're either believing Big Pharma or you're believing the guy that said COVID's over. So, pick your poison, I guess. Pick your poison. Yeah, what you got? We got TLGT. That sounds familiar. 100 down to 61 cents. Hmm. I agree with you, Ellie. I agree with you. One liar versus another. Yeah, it is slow curling up. You do have a pop up here, some decent volume pops here. This looks familiar. At least the symbol does. I don't know if that means anything, but not a ton of news coming out of this one, so I don't know. It is curling up. It's above that whatever moving average I've got. That looks like it may be the 50. Oh, see, this is an old one of my styles. Yeah, I don't think it's target necessarily. AQB, I exited yesterday, Muhammad, on AQB. Um, yeah, I didn't want to give up any profits. It's probably right around here where I exited yesterday, to be honest with you. It kind of bounced up towards the end of the day there. And I think I got it a little bit higher, but it doesn't matter. Um, Look, I think this is still okay. Generally, I mean, now that yesterday is closed, I don't think it's too bad. Um, 3 days of super high volume is not a bad thing in something like this if you have a longer time horizon and you're okay holding for a while. I mean, Depends how it consolidates this out. So here it popped up, consolidated for 2.5 days and then started breaking out. And now looks like we're in another consolidation. So I guess it just depends how profitable you are, if you want to take that profit, just those kinds of decisions. And then if you're comfortable letting, like another 10%, 20% erode, because, you can always get back in. That's my new saying. You can always rebuy. It's hard to resell. That's my new saying. It's pretty good. I like it. Already 754? Darn it. All right. So hard for you to say rebuy. And you couldn't do it because you couldn't say the words. And it's gone. Yeah, I did add down there on the 10-day pullback. I think I told you guys about it. But I did end up buying on that 10-day pullback. You Yeah, so this is Rob's stock the other day, guys. He bought this a while back at 0.01, 0.0001 to sell at 0.0002, and it had a run up to point. No, no, no. He bought it at 0.0001 to sell at 0.001, which would be a 10x, and it went to 0.01, which is a 100x, or it got really damn close. See, it never quite gets there. Never quite gets there. 0.0099. So never quite got there, but yeah, that would have been a 100x freaking trade. Holy crap. That's insane. Pump and dump, ladies and gentlemen. Definition. Someone made some money on that one. And it was Rob. So everybody congratulate Rob. Tell him good job. He made between 600 and 1,000% on that trade. Don't feel bad, Rob. Don't feel bad. I had a similar situation the other day when I made 600% and then remember it gapped up more. It was Moderna, actually. I I do not do stock symbols today very well. No. Here we go. Yeah, so if you guys remember, I bought here, sold here, and then it gapped up to here. So, you know what I mean. It's all good. 1,500 instead of 15,000. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Think about it, Rob. If you didn't have the wherewithal to sell, you would probably hold it all the way back down to whatever it started out as, 150 bucks or whatever. So, still buying Moderna. Well, I sold. I took my money and ran. It was a great run. It's not bad though. Like I think that can easily be absorbed, but we're still declining volume here, so I'm not jumping back in there. Horse faces. When did I do that? That sounds like genius. I don't remember that. I don't remember that in Slack. Damn son. For some reason, my account performance graph only updates overnight. It only updates once a day, and I don't know when that is, but finally got my numbers from yesterday, which are almost intact today. Pretty good, I got to say. AMC, 11% leading the charge. U is up 5 point whatever percent. U is gone. I like U. There's probably no way to get in U at this point, though. Just had a small consolidation, but it's just too far gone. Oh, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a real saying. I don't know where it came from. Apparently, in the sometime in the 1800s, people were walking their gift horses around. I have no idea, but you don't look them in the mouth. Oh, that's what that means. If someone gifts you a horse, don't look it in the mouth to see if it's healthy. I just figured it out. See, I'm the new Google. That's what it means. It's like if I gift Ellie a horse in the 1800s when they were worse, they're still worth something today, but Ellie goes, "This is great. I'm looking this fucker's mouth. This is a shitty horse, Randy." I guess you can tell a lot by looking in someone's mouth. That's why every time I meet a new person, I look in their mouth. It's just science, guys. It's just science. All right, so we're in new highs, but we're kind of taking our sweet ass time up here. Not really extending up, which isn't too bad. At least we're not selling off. One thing that is intriguing, like I mentioned mentioning the past day or so, is the Russell 2000. We kind of missed this explosion up. Very fine foods. Yeah, taking a little break, but not much of one. It's just resting. It's like a marathon runner sitting on a rock. There's one of those higher volume selling candles that so far isn't much of a barrier. We're up here for a little bit, so it's not broken it quite yet. So could pull back in. Um, yeah, I don't know. I haven't taken any profit on that very fine foods trade. Yeah, it's up pretty good. Sheesh. My big time Tesla options are barely down. We're talking 0.9% and 1.4 negative 1.46%, negative 0.9%, while Tesla's down like 2%. They are not selling these options. That's crazy. This thing's down 1.17%. This options down less. Yeah, it's got to see how the selling goes. See if there's more news on it. It's only been 10 minutes since we talked about it. There must be 16 more articles out. Hey, any of you guys ever have to warranty anything with Logitech? Just out of curiosity. My mouse is glitchy as all get out right now. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to find the banks. So their equity distributions with Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Barclays, BNP, B of A, Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, Morgan Stanley, SG Americas, and Wells Fargo. So they went to basically all of them. So not one of them gets the advantage on the other. Pretty smart. Shares will be sold at time to time through an at the market offering program. So they completed another 5 billion offering completed a month when a stock is added to the S&P. Or that's not right. Is there more banks? No, it looks fine. Snow, Airbnb, and DoorDash, Bennett? I don't know. Let's take a look. Haven't really thought about any of them. Snow. Yeah, this is data. This is really good. And I think it's mid run. So 328 to 417. Maybe we'll go to 5 on snow during this leg. But it's excellent. Absolutely excellent. We don't have this. We need to have this. And then Airbnb, are they out yet? I don't think they're out yet. They're not. So I don't have any opinion. There's no chart yet. And DoorDash also doesn't look like it has one. Well, Bennett, I'm a technical trader. I want to see what it does on the open market. So take this snow for instance. So you have the open here. There's no chart history. You don't know what the market thinks about it. If you're a technical trader, Bennett, your edge in the market is by understanding what the other market participants think about the stock and whether they're buying it or selling it. So without having any of that information, I can form no opinion. So I have to let it go for a while and get some data on the table. And then I can form an opinion. So in this particular one, I mean, it's fairly straightforward. There's a buy point right there, especially after going sideways and going a little bit lower, but not much lower. This looks excellent. We didn't have it on our radar, unfortunately, but brilliant move out there. So I like snow a lot. It's obvious by this chart that the market has an appetite for it. You can see the volume on the weekly chart. See the heavy volume on the IPO day? That's obviously being sold to the market. And so anything can happen on that day. It's like saying, hey, how's your house going to fare when that tsunami comes? You're like, what? Have no idea. But after that, once the wave subsides here and the volume goes sideways for a while, then you can get interested and form opinions. Until then, I have no opinions. A, B, and B? Okay. Thursday. It's a big one. Hope it goes well for your friend. Hey, but snow looks super good. Up here at the top of our list today. Yeah, we did an Airbnb during COVID. It was nice. All right, looks like NIO coming down a little bit. Tesla stalling as well with that news today. That could put a damper on some plans. Yeah, see, they were primed for another big day, and then Elon fucked it all up. It's one thing I don't understand about Elon. He is such an individual that bucks all convention, that he's willing to go out and say, "Oh, our stock price is way too high," and then he sells into the frenzy, which is good to do, but screws us. So give and take, I guess. Elon giveth, Elon taketh away. But I mean, look, it was poised for a pretty good open, but that was probably just some additional selling wiggle room from those that knew. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's 8:06. I'm gonna bounce. You guys have a great day. See you back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see if Elon sells 5 billion more shares tomorrow. That'll be some news. All right, everyone. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.